Chou's Taipei concert tickets sell out in 5 minutes amid stressful countdown. Taipei begins demolition of Heping-Xinsheng overpass amid protests. Test drive ends in crash on new Taipei bridge, insurance under review. Surge in mass attacks kills dozens in China. 45 Hong Kong pro-democracy activists sentenced to jail. Putin issues new nuclear doctrine. Baidu's AI smart glasses set to rival Meta's Ray-Bans. Gold pocket watch sells for nearly $2 million.
Hello, I'm Johnny. Thank you for joining us on Funny News. It's Wednesday, November 20th, and here are your top stories. And for today's Taiwan news, Chou's 4 Taipei concerts starting December 5th at the Dome sold out 150,000 tickets in just 5 minutes. As the event nears, Chou shared his stress on social media, sparking over 50,000 responses. Taipei dismantled the Heping-Xinsheng overpass overnight, prompting protests from preservation groups over community-created items left on the bridge. The city ruled the structure held no cultural value. Traffic controls will continue nightly until November 30th. A 21-year-old woman crashed a test drive car into a barrier on New Taipei Bridge, damaging the vehicle. No injuries were reported, but questions arose about compensation. The dealership is processing insurance claims. Dozens of people have been killed in China over the past 3 months in a series of mass attacks. The latest on Tuesday involved primary school students being injured by a car as they arrived for classes. The attacks generally take one of 2 forms, either drivers mowing down pedestrians or knife-wielding assailants stabbing multiple victims. Guns are strictly restricted in China, and gun attacks are rare. The attackers appear to be taking out their anger and frustration over personal issues. The victims are often strangers to them.
Such attacks are not new in China and have previously targeted kindergartens and other schools. The recent surge has drawn the attention of authorities and the public. A small white SUV struck students arriving for class at Yang'an Elementary School in Changde, an inland city in China's Hunan province. 8 people were killed, and 17 others injured, in a knife attack at the Wuxi Vocational Institute of Arts and Technology in Yisheng City. A knife attack near a prominent primary school in Beijing injured 5 people, including 3 children. In Shanghai, a 37-year-old man allegedly killed 3 people and wounded 15 others with a knife at a supermarket. Police said the man had personal financial disputes and came to Shanghai to vent his anger.
A Hong Kong court on Tuesday sentenced 45 of leading pro-democracy figures to up to 10 years in prison in the largest single trial under a national security law that critics say has been used to effectively eliminate political dissent in the Chinese territory. Benny Ta, a former law professor at the University of Hong Kong who co-organized an unofficial primary election central to the case, received the longest sentence since the national security law was introduced in 2020. The other sentences range from 4 years and 2 months to 7 years and 9 months.
The defendants faced up to life imprisonment under the national security law, which Beijing imposed in response to the pro-democracy demonstrations that shook Hong Kong for months in 2019. Tai was among 47 opposition politicians, academics, activists, and others charged in 2021 with conspiracy to commit subversion, one of 4 crimes established under the law. 2 of the defendants were acquitted in May. They were charged in connection with their roles in an unofficial primary election held in July 2020, weeks after the national security law took effect. The primary, which aimed to boost Democrats' chances of winning a majority in an upcoming election for the Hong Kong legislature, drew more than 600,000 voters in the city of 7.5 million.
Russian President Vladimir Putin formally lowered the threshold for his country's use of nuclear weapons on Tuesday, days after the United States allowed Ukraine to strike inside Russia using American missiles. The Kremlin announced that Putin had approved an updated nuclear doctrine, a document outlining how Russia employs its nuclear arsenal. which includes a declaration that Moscow could launch a nuclear strike if attacked by a non-nuclear country supported by a nuclear-armed state.
The Russian Defense Ministry claimed later that Ukraine carried out its first strike on Russian territory using U.S.-supplied long-range weapons, hitting a military facility in the Bryansk region with an ATACMS missile. Russian air defenses shot down 5 ATACMS missiles, but fragments of another fell on the technical territory of a military facility in the Bryansk region, causing a fire that was quickly extinguished. There were no casualties or significant damage. According to confirmed data, the deployed ATACMS operational tactical missiles were American-made. The changes to Russia's nuclear doctrine mark the most significant saber-rattling yet by the Kremlin, which has consistently warned of possible nuclear war throughout the now 1,000 days since its full-scale invasion of Ukraine.
Baidu Inc. is set to unveil a pair of glasses with a built-in AI assistant, putting up a Chinese rival to the Meta Ray-Bans, which have been a rare success in AI-powered hardware. China's search leader and longtime investor in artificial intelligence plans to showcase the product at its annual Baidu World event in Shanghai next week. The gadget will feature built-in cameras for capturing photos and videos and will support voice interactions powered by Baidu's Ernie Foundation model, according to a person who asked not to be named, as the glasses have not yet been made public.
The push to monetize AI has been evident in a series of hardware launches this year, from the flop of the Humane AI Pin to Microsoft Corp's better-received Copilot Plus PC range. The Meta Platforms Inc. smart glasses, designed in collaboration with Ray-Ban maker EssilorLuxottica SA, are an older product that has gained features, capabilities, and popularity this year. Meta said demand has outpaced its ability to supply new units. Beijing-based Baidu is similarly working to capitalize on more than a decade of AI development, with its smart glasses connecting to a suite of products such as Baidu Maps and its online encyclopedia, Bake. Sales of the product, which is expected to cost less than Meta's $299, could begin as soon as early 2025.
A gold pocket watch given to the ship captain who rescued 700 survivors from the Titanic sold at auction for nearly $2 million, setting a record for memorabilia from the shipwreck. The watch was presented by 3 women survivors to Captain Arthur Rostron for diverting his passenger ship to save them and others after the Titanic struck an iceberg and sank in the North Atlantic on its maiden voyage in 1912. The watch was given to Rostron by the widow of John Jacob Astor, the richest man to die in the disaster, and the widows of 2 other wealthy businessmen who went down with the ship.
Auctioneers Henry Aldridge and Son, who sold the watch to a private collector in the United States on Saturday for £1.56 million, stated that it is the highest price ever paid for a piece of Titanic memorabilia. Astor's pocket watch, which was found on his body 7 days after the ship sank, had previously set the record for the highest price paid for a Titanic keepsake, fetching nearly $1.5 million from the same auction house in April. Auctioneer Andrew Aldridge noted that the fact Titanic memorabilia has set 2 records this year demonstrates the enduring fascination with the story and the value of the dwindling supply and high demand for ship artifacts. Rostron was hailed as a hero for his actions, and his crew was recognized for their bravery.
The answer for yesterday was B, hawkish. The president's hawkish stance on foreign policy has raised concerns about potential conflicts. Did you answer correctly? Now let's delve into the news of surge in mass attacks kills dozens in China. Number 1, assailant, 袭击者. The assailants fled the scene before the police arrived. Number 2, prominent, 显著的,突出的. She is a prominent figure in the world of fashion design. Number 3, dispute, 争端. The 2 companies are involved in a legal dispute over patent rates. Next, we have a multiple-choice question for everyone to practice. Which answer would you choose? You can write your answer in the comment section. The correct answer will be announced tomorrow. And that's all for today's Funday News. Be sure to tune in to Funday News from Monday to Friday and click the link below to join Funday for free. I'm Johnny Wu, your host. I'll see you next time.